Hey guys, I am Sam Mestman, and we are here at the LumaForge Workflow Suite, where we are showing off what we think are some really interesting shared storage products for professional video editors. The big thing with us is, you know, not only can you go really fast, and we work with all of the different applications, Final Cut, Premiere, Resolve, Avid, etc. But really the key to this, and what we've really tried to do, is shared storage for the longest time has been really difficult and unapproachable for video editors, and we have set out to change that. We want to make it affordable, and we want to make it easy to use, and basically we want it to assist your story as opposed from keeping you from it. So basically the easiest thing for us is, like, why don't we go around the suite real quick. We'll show you what we've been up to and maybe a little bit of how it works, and you guys can decide for yourselves. The first one, the little guy, our brand new product, is the Jellyfish. This is the ShareStation Jellyfish. It is this little guy right here, and it comes in 3 different flavors. You can starting from $7,500, you can get going and work in 4K. Our base model has 2 10 gig clients built in. There's 4 gigabit clients, and you can literally get down up and running with a small work group. Everything comes completely configured right out of the box, and you can be booted up and literally have your entire work group connected in less than a half hour and start editing. It's kind of perfect for onset and for DIT, small work groups, a few small editors, and it's at a price point where it makes shared storage approachable, but it's really going to work. You're not going to lose any performance, and all of the ShareStation models, you will get the same level of performance regardless of which one you buy. It all runs from the same app. There's no difference. It's just a question of how big your work group is and what you need to do. And if you need something bigger with more storage, the Jellyfish is up to 48 terabytes raw, which translates to about 30 terabytes working for your editors. If you need more than that, that's kind of why we built the Indy. Okay, so this is our Indy. The Indy is for people in larger work groups who maybe don't have a server room. It connects up to 24 editors directly out of the back, and you can go up to 120 terabytes raw out of a single Indy unit. It's 20 bays. You can do up to 3,000 megabytes a second, a little bit over actually, split out to all of your various editors, and you can get up to 1,000 megabytes a second on a single client right out of the Indy. And basically it opens up 4K, 6K. We've been editing a pilot in 6K off of the Indy, and you have enough space there to support it. It's even expandable to 425 terabytes raw. So what can you do with the Indy? Basically, you can connect your editors up over gigabit, 10 gig, or 40 gig Ethernet. And right now in Final Cut 10, we are playing back 16 streams of ProRes 422 at better quality. So this is 16 streams. This is roughly about 900 megabytes a second of sustained throughput right here in Final Cut 10 without any drop frames. And that's sustained. And basically you can do that with multiple editors off the Indy. And if we come over here, there's been a little bit of a misconception about the ShareStation, which is that it's only for Final Cut 10. This is actually not the case. We run Premiere, Resolve, Avid just fine with the same optimized performance and ease of use. But, for instance, basically right here, we're playing back DPX while we're playing those 16 streams of 4K in Final Cut 10. This is DPX playback seamless in Premiere, and you can even fast forward, rewind, and basically this is with DPX image sequences, and there's literally no latency. So regardless of what your workflow is, you can basically do this off the ShareStation. Resolve works fantastic as well. And finally, if we come over here, this is the ShareStation Studio. This is currently on 3 continents, and you may have seen a big old case study on fcp.co about Swiss National Television using it. There's more on the way, but this is rack-mounted storage, everything you can do on the Indy, except you can go way bigger. You can go into multiple petabytes, up to 3.5 petabytes currently if you need to. Right here from the ShareStation Studio and rack-mounted storage, you can pretty much go as big as you want, and it's the same level of ease of use, connectivity, where basically there really are no limits for your work group. It comes down to what you want to do, and there is a product basically for you and your work group if you want to do that.
Hi, I'm Eric Altman, the CTO of LumaForge, here at the LumaForge Suite in Las Vegas. And we're here in this room showing off our shared storage solutions. And in this particular case, we're talking about the Jellyfish, which is this little box right here, which I have connected over a Ethernet cable to a 10 gig adapter right here over Thunderbolt. Now, most shared storage solutions are complex and complicated and difficult to set up, and we're basically set out to change all that. Right here, I have a little share client application that we have. This is the beta version of the latest and greatest. This currently is not configured. It's not set up. This laptop has not been connected to the share station, the Jellyfish here. So to do that, all I'm going to do is three simple things. I'm going to click scan. This will take a moment. It's going to literally check all of your connections, your network connections on your Mac, and it's going to, in the background, see which one's connected to Jellyfish. And already we have it shown up right here that our Thunderbolt Ethernet port is connected on user port 3. And literally the user ID is which port are you connected to on the back of the system. So if you're in the third port over, your user ID 3. Now it's scanned. I'm going to click initialize. That's going to set up all of our optimizations and background stuff to connect you to the Jellyfish. And then right here, the available mounts came right up. I'm just going to click mount. You'll see it popped right up. It tells you which version of NFS you're in, right now 4. I can unmount, mount up again, no problem. We can even use Spotlight indexing here, which will basically let you search your volume with the Spotlight, getting all of the metadata and everything that's inside the files, which is great for things like Final Cut's search feature. You can auto mount stuff, so on boot, it will go ahead and auto mount, and you can clear your current auto mounts. And there you go. That's simple.